Hey, first time RVers, how you doing? Well, you just saw a little quick synopsis there of us breaking down for the first time, Breaking Dawn. Everything went pretty smooth. I had a little bit of issues remembering how to use that Lippert level up system, so I had to go on YouTube, but after about 5 minutes we got it figured out and got hooked up, and we are now on 95 South, heading to our first stop, which is going to be in Jacksonville, Florida. We're going to do a little review of that campground, Pecan Park RV Park, something like that. We'll be staying there overnight and leaving first thing in the morning so we can get to Destin as soon as possible. Of course, it'll be our first time there also. We'll be starting back up with our segment called Tip of the Trip. So be looking for that towards the end of the video, and we will pick back up when we're at Pecan Grove, Pecan Ridge, whatever, Pecan something campground. So far it looks kind of pretty.
After 1,300 feet, take the third right.
I guess right by this guy. Yeah, the pool's open.
We're obviously close to a base. Look at this jet. Of course, he seems much farther than he actually is, but they've been doing some maneuvers. He flew by a couple minutes ago upside down. Hopefully we'll catch that again. Pretty darn cool, huh? All right, we're in our spot. Let's take a little walk around. They have a few premium sites here that have a nice fire pit. None of the other sites have fire pits, but you can bring your own.
Maybe they're over there. Let's go take a look. No,
Of course, here's the entrance, and to your left when you come in is the office. And then the pool is to your right. Got a nice little doggy park over there. Sites are pretty big. They look well taken care of. Decent amount of weeds, but they do mow, so that's a good thing. Seem to be pretty easy to get in and out, and it's all the same pretty much, so there's not going to be one site you can get into and then one you can't, so that's good to know. Got horseshoes and whatever that ladder game is. It's a fire pit here. It's gas. And a beautiful sound of the fountain. Getting a little bit of water from it too. Maddie's going to put the rock we found at Carolina Pines here. This is another Sun RV Resort. Carolina Pines. All right, let's go check out the pool. Got this nice little covered area here too. You can hang out, a few tables and chairs, some rocking chairs. You can look over the lake. Here's the pool. I'm not going to get too close because I'm going to respect their privacy here. And here's a recreation area. It's actually closed. Let's go into the laundry facility here. Like I said, this is a Sun RV Resort, but yet the laundry facility has a different app to work it. You download this app at Carolina Pines. We got $7 left. But even though it's a Sun RV Resort, it doesn't take that same app. There's actually a separate app here that you can scan. So as of now, we're out that $7. And if we want to do laundry here, we'd have to load another card or load another app, which is discouraging. Head to the pool, make sure you have all the codes with you, because if you need to use the bathroom, you're going to need to have that code with you. And here's the campground. You got 4 rows here going straight back, and then a secondary section. So you have back ends here, pull through, pull through, pull through, pull through, and then some more back ends down there. We actually went to 2 different sites. Our first site we got to, I get out of the truck, and on our service side of our site was full of dog poop from the guy next door, who I think figured out that his dog could go to the end of his rope and poop well away from their yard into the neighbor's yard. So instead of dodging 10 pounds of dog poo while I was setting up, we decided to move to another spot. Here's the dog park, of course with rules. I'm sure one of them saying pick up after your pet, but my guess is people don't, like they don't in any other campground. 2 separate ones though, to keep the mean dogs away from the nice dogs. Then you can see there is a nice fence and a wall all around. Like some of the other Sun RV Resort parks, there's some cottages. Look pretty nice, look pretty new actually. And some nice fire pits out there. What's funny is this front half of the park looks pretty new, but there's some areas that look kind of old. Some of the pads have a lot of weeds growing up through them. But all in all, it's not too bad. There are a few sites that have about 20-foot tall trees. But other than that, there is no shade available. So if you're looking for a campground with shade in Florida, this wouldn't be a choice for you. About halfway down the first section here, you got an entrance to get to that flea market that's only open on the weekends, but it looks huge if you're into that kind of thing. You can come here for a day or 2 and hit the flea market. First day here in Florida, and it's already living up to its name, the Sunshine State. There's not a cloud in the sky. And there's the sun. And after a brisk little walk, we're back at our site.
No, there's ladies, I'll show you on the website. There's ladies that dress up as mermaids. And it's swim up on. Come on, Brad.
Here's a quick view of your hookups, your water, sewer, and electric and cable. So like I said earlier, I would kind of consider this 4 or 5 feet here of being my property for the night. And all in this area here is where the gentleman beside us, not this guy here, but at the other site, was allowing his dog to poop and not pick it up. And then I'm going to have to hook that up and be walking through here and step in it. So here would be our area. You can see it's all concrete here. It's about 12 feet from the camper. They do get a picnic table, although ours looks like something you'd roller skate or skateboard on. We ended up finally hitting that Crazy Mason milkshake bar. You get to keep the mug, but Maddie made herself a coffee drink she's gotten into making lately. It's one of those milkshake bars you probably have in your town. I've seen them in our town anyways. Line was very short compared to a few videos ago when we showed you. Very short, and it still took us an hour to get through the line. $12, $14 for a gourmet milkshake. Something you can do once. I personally, I'm kind of done with it. Don't want to spend the $12, and don't think I need a piece of pie on top of my milkshake with a cookie beside it. I don't know if you happen to notice, I got some new glasses. Just picked them up about 2 hours before we left for this trip, and look at this fancy feature. Bam! Sunglasses. We're driving to the back new area here to show you these campsites, and there's supposed to be a playground back here. If you wanted to bring your kids, it'd be a little bit of a walk to get back here.
A little.
Actually a decent amount of a walk to get back here from the front side. Doesn't appear to be any kind of playground in the front, so looks like the only playground you have is back here. This is how close you are to 95. So the front area is much farther away. I don't really hear the traffic that much. This new back area here is right on the side of 95. So If you're susceptible to sounds, you may not want to stay in this back area. But we're approaching it now.
There's the jet.
And you are close to Jacksonville International Airport too. You can probably see the jet back there. We're sitting in the car, but here's the second pool in the back end and the little playground. And a clubhouse here with restrooms and showers. Pretty sure all these sites back here are back in only, but they look about the same as the front as far as your space goes. If you do, oh, look at this old Defender. I would absolutely love to have that. Oh, and he's towing it with his Class A. That is so cool. I would love to do that. Tow a old Land Rover Defender. I think it's much nicer than my Discovery 2. Like I was saying, 95 is right on the side, right on the other side of that fence, and then here's your campsite right here. So if you do end up staying in the back here, as you're heading back, I would stay as far right as you can. Be a lot less noisy, unless you're used to that. Hard to see, but straight back there is 95. So you can see it's a decent way from this front area, and I can really barely hear it. Well, the evening is upon us. Question for you. What time is it? Yeah, what time is it? It's time to hit what I'm now going to call Buddy's Beer Box. Let's see what we have. We are vacationing for 11 days here, so I got a little mishmash of everything. Dawn had bought these Coors Light for herself. I got some of these porters from Appalachian Mountain Brewery left over, and then I went with this Victory out of Pennsylvania. 4-pack. Got a few different things here, and I just actually read that this Sour Monkey is really good, so I'm gonna go with the Sour Monkey. So what do you say we crack this bad boy open? Here we go. Victory Sour Monkey. Oh yeah, it's a sour. It's not bad though. It's light, but does have a little sourness to it, like almost like biting into a lemon. Pretty good though. I know you guys see me and watch my videos and say, boy, seems to have a beer or two every video. That's true. When I go camping, I like to have a beer or two. Very rarely do I have more than 2 or 3. Usually it's 1, and it's not every night. I promise you. I just thought it'd be a neat little segment to do, just give you my opinion on different beers. I love the micro brews. Some of them, like Victory, are much bigger than others, like Bombshell or that Appalachian Mountain Brewery, Aviator, some of the local places where we live. A, I like supporting them, and B, I like trying new beers all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and watch the rest of this hockey game, and we will probably kind of give a little review of this campground on our way to Destin in the car. So we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. We're on the road already. Well, actually, we've been on the road about 2.5 hours. We left probably about 7:30 this morning. It is time for our tip of the trip. And the tip of this trip is going to be where you should stay if you stay there. I wouldn't recommend staying towards the back, that new section, because it's very close to 95 and was pretty loud. If you're used to that kind of thing, then it'll probably be okay. I personally would stay at the front of the park, a little less noisy. Okay, now under our review of Pecan Park RV Resort, just north of Jacksonville, right outside the city. It is, it's not a bad place. It was about $68 a night. You do get the Good Sam discount if you have that card. It had 2 swimming pools, playground, things like that. And it is right off 95, so it's quick and easy on and off access. Would it be a place that I would spend 3 or 4 days or a week? No. It's like I said, it's off 95, so it's not a whole lot to do. I mean, you can go into Jacksonville and I guess you could get to the beach, but it's not close. St. Augustine is just south of Jacksonville, and that is a beautiful area right on the beach. Great place to sightsee and things like that. So if I was going to stay in that area, I'd find a campground closer to St. Augustine, and you could still shoot up to Jacksonville if you wanted to do that.
We chose this park because it was our halfway point from Carolina Pines on the way to Destin.
So it's definitely a nice place to stop over, I would say.
I would not stay there again.
Nine for a night?
Whoa. I didn't like it.
So these two say they wouldn't stay there again for a night. I didn't think it was that bad. They did take a Good Sam's discount, and what's nice about Good Sam's is Dawn was able to go online, of course, book our Destin trip here, and then when you put your route in, it will give you all the Good Sam discounted parks along the route, so you can pick and choose where you want to stay. So we were able to find a park that was basically halfway between Carolina Pines and Destin. All right, well, there you go. There's our review of Pecan Park RV Resort. We're on our way to Destin. Of course, we'll have videos from that. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Let us know what you think. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. All that really does help out the channel a lot. And we will pick you up soon. Bye-bye.